I'm going to go over a full review of this Mockins dirt bike carrier. Can haul two-wheeled vehicles up to 500 pounds. I'll cover the assembly process as well as loading and unloading dirt bikes. I'll also give you my honest review and my experience using this over the past few months. I've used a lot of different ways of carrying dirt bikes around in the bed of a truck and other racks, and so hopefully my perspective will help you decide if this is the right rack for you. I was sent this rack from Mockins, but I'm not paid for this review. It comes packaged in this box and weighs about 85 pounds. It's well packaged inside. So this is everything that was included in the box. Instructions for assembly are included, but I'll walk through the entire assembly process. As you can see, the instructions are really easy to follow with nice big pictures. The first step is connect the right side to the left side. Next up, you need to install the tire lock. And that just installs with this bolt. There are multiple holes here to adjust depending on your tire size. Next up, on the back, you install this little handle with just these two bolts. Next, you're going to attach these three pieces together. This is for a gas tank if you want to attach one up here. Then you've got this cross member, has the pivot in it, and then the hitch. And that connects through 4 bolts here. And that'll look like this once it's all assembled. Then you need to connect the connecting tube just to the outside here with these 2 bolts. And then the connecting tube will be attached. The connecting tube will then slide through here. You can see there's just enough room for a pin here. Then you take the connecting pole, which also has a hole here, slide it into the connecting tube and use this D-ring to lock everything together. You then slide in the rear pin, and it will go through here and then lock with a D-ring on the back. And that's basically it. It took me probably a half hour to put everything together. You will be left with the stabilizer. The rack attaches with a 2-inch standard hitch. Also the rack stabilizer to reduce the rack movement. There still will be some movement with the rack and the vehicle, but that stabilizer helps reduce it a lot. This is one of the most unique racks I've seen, with the back end dropping down and rotating so you can just drive your bike right on. Keep in mind this will be more difficult or easier depending on how high your hitch is off the ground. Once your bike's loaded up, you just reach down and grab that handle. It's nice to have the pin accessible. I like to store it right there. You slide that in the rear pin mount and that'll lock everything in place. Kind of keep the bike leaned up against me just for stability, but it will stand there by itself. There's multiple places to tie down the bike on the rack with these orange straps that were included. And it'll depend on what type of bike you're using that makes the most sense for where you want to make those attachment points. To unload the bike, you need to remove the D-ring that holds this pin in place. Then you just grab the handle and pull out the pin. There is a lot of weight on that handle because you're holding the majority of the rear end weight of the bike. But once you get the hang of it, it actually isn't too bad. You then just rock the bike back and roll it down the rack. This eliminates the need for an additional ramp. So here's what I think of the rack. It feels super heavy duty. All of the steel, the welds look really good to me. I've used these hitch style racks before and it's hard to get over the anxiety of seeing your bike moving around back there, but I've never had an issue with one before. This one from Mockins gives me even more peace of mind because it has that front wheel holder. It just feels like the bike's more connected to the rack. The rack's just a lot easier to use with less pieces and parts that you have to carry around with it. Easier than loading it in the bed of my truck as well. I also like that everything is included needed to haul a motorcycle or e-bike around with the kit from Mockins. I also feel like the stability of the rack is really good. You can see it doesn't move around a whole lot on the back of my truck. even better on smooth roads. So some of the downsides of using a rack like this is that it is heavy. It's heavy to load on the back of the truck. It's also heavy to lift your motorcycle up from the rear handle. My bike weighs about 250 pounds, and I can't imagine lifting a bike much heavier than this by myself, even though the rack is rated up to 500 pounds. Mockins does have a patent pending on this rotating ramp design. To be honest, at first I had trouble with it trying to push the bike up manually, but once I let the engine do the work and just rode it up the ramp, I actually really like it. Right now you can pick up the rack for $299 from Mockins. I feel like that's a reasonable price considering everything that's included with the ramp itself, as well as the tie downs, a locking hitch pin, as well as the stabilizer straps and loop straps to go around your handlebars. That is with a current discount on their website. I'm not sure how long that's going to last, but I'll leave links to it down below. Feel free to check out their other products. They make a bunch of different cargo holders and hitch mount accessories that you might find helpful as well. As always, if you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, if you like videos on outdoor gear, please subscribe to the channel. We're posting videos like this all the time.